Allison.
Great. Can you unlock the door? Yes, sir. If you can just do that. And we're doing for October birthday lesson. We're doing we should do that here.
That's on page 381. Let's do it coming out of the silent purpose and Behila. So, okay. Are you saying you can one more?
I have like one more.
Okay, then why don't we'll do Ihiu short, and then I'll do Lechilach after. It'll be starting the song. They're separate readings. So one or
These two things?
yeah.
And then page 24 as we continue to welcome in each other to our temple courtyard, and those of you joining from home through our live stream, we'll take this moment now to welcome in our Shabbat messengers, our malachim, Shabbat angels of peace, and take these words again, page 24, to transition into Shabbat, to breathe in the air and to welcome in these messengers of peace.
Shalom Aleichem, Malachi Hasharit, Malachi Elyon. Vihi melech Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Lachem Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Shalom, Malachi Hashalom, Malachi Elyon. Melech Malachi Amlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
Shabbat Shalom. You know, it took me about a year at Temple Beth David to notice the sign. It's a small sign in our driveway here with the words Boachem Shalom and say Chama Shalom, these words that we just sang, to come in peace and to leave in peace. So hopefully those words will frame our Shabbat as well. How many of you have seen this? Most of you know this? See, I'm seeing some blank stares here. Take a look. The sign that's in our parking lot. It's a small sign. Anyway, words that frame every time we come here to Temple Beth David. And whatever brought you out tonight, whether you're seeking comfort, some moments of rest and joy, we're glad you are here with us. I was hearing that this weekend is around peak time for foliage in New England. So being outdoors, again, just invite you to take a look around, appreciate nature and creation and all of our bright colors this Shabbat. We're going to invite Allison Popper to bless our Shabbat candles as we bring in the light of Shabbat. We're on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher k'nishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat. Amen.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher k'nishanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu l'hadlik ner shel Shabbat.
And we'll turn now to page 20 for L'Chadodi as we welcome the Shabbat bride. We'll join in verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. If you're able, when we reach the last verse, we'll invite you to rise, face the trees, and bring Shabbat in.
L'Chadodi b'krat kala b'nei Shabbat mekabela Shamor v'zachor v'dibor echad Yishmianu el Echad Adonai echad U'shemo echad v'shemo tiferet v'litzilat L'Chadodi b'krat kala b'nei Shabbat Shabbat לכו בדרך כי מקור הברכה בראש ניתן וסוכה סוף מעשה במחשבה תחילה אדוני
Shemirabah.
Amen.
Be'alma divrachute v'yamich mochute. V'chayechon uvyom echon. Uvchayedecho bet Yisrael. Bagala, bagala. Uvizman kariv ve'imru. Amen. Yehi Shmirabah mevorach. Le'olam u'omel maya yitbarach. Yitbarach v'yishtabach. V'yitpa'ar v'yitroma v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal. Shemei t'kudusha b'richu. La'elam min kol berchata v'shirata. Tushbechata v'nechemata. Damiran ve'alma ve'imru. Amen. On the bottom of page 31. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Baruch atah Adonai, ha'ma'ariv aravim. On page 32, join in the English. Everlasting love, you offered your people Israel by teaching us Torah and mitzvot, laws and precepts. Therefore, Adonai our God, when we lie down and when we rise up, we will meditate on your laws and your commandments. We will rejoice in your Torah forever. Day and night we will reflect on them, for they are our life, and doing them lengthens our days. Never remove your love from us. Praise to you, Adonai, who loves your people Israel. Baruch atah Adonai, ohev amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Va'ed. Please be seated. We'll continue with the words from Torah, page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha v'chol levavcha v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'dvarim ha'eleh asher anochi metzaveh לבבך, היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Amen.
Page 40, we sing our song of redemption, song of overcoming obstacles, a song of embracing the wilderness.
מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, נורא תהילות אוסף אליך, נורא תהילות אוסף אליך, מלכותך ראו בניך, חוקי הים לפני משה ומרים, זרעי לי ענו ואמרו, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש, מי כמוך באלים אדוני, מי כמוך נדר בקודש. ונאמר כי ודע אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני גאל ישראל. Page 42. As sun is setting around us, we sing our prayer for the evening. We ask God to spread over all of us God's Sukkot Shalom, God's shelter of peace.
Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu L'shalom, L'shalom, Ve'hamidenu Shomrenu L'chaim, Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha, Ufros aleinu Sukkot Shlomecha. Beneath your wings, O Adonai.
Guard us from all harmful things.
Guard us from all harmful things, O Adonai.
Keep us safe throughout the night.
Keep us safe throughout the night, till we wake with morning's light. Teach us, God, wrong from right. Amen. Amen. Amen.
And on page 44, we each week sing of these words from Torah which remind us of our covenant of Shabbat which binds us and God together as a sign and remembrance that we get to keep each week. In body or in spirit. On page 46, we enter into our tefillah, our central prayer, which will begin together in the Hebrew, and then please feel free to take a few moments to add your own personal prayer, and you're then welcome to be seated when you're ready. Adonai Sefata Tifta Ufia Giteilatecha Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avoteinu ve'imotenu, Elohei Abraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, V'konei Hakol, V'zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, U'mevii Gala livnei bneihem, Le'man Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshia u'Magen. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'Ezra Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh hakol atah Rav le'Moshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid hagashem, Mechakel charim b'chesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim v'rofech olim, U'matir asurim, U'mekayem emunato l'shenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, U'midom elach, Melech nemit u'mechayeh, U'matzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'emanata l'chayot Yaakov, Baruch
Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh ha'ol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, u'kdoshim b'chol yom yahalelucha salah. Baruch atah Adonai, ha'el ha'kadosh.
You are holy, your name is holy, and those who are holy praise you every day. Blessed are you, Adonai, the holy God. Our weekly Talmud class has recently been discussing kind of the tension and blend of individual prayer and communal prayer, and the Talmud kind of preferences the community, and we've been studying passages that help teach the importance of coming together, and I think this notion is especially felt in prayers like Mishaberach, and we'll turn now to page 253 as we take this moment to hold those who are ill at this time in our hearts and in our prayers as we pray for these members of our community and members of our families who are in need of strength and healing. Colin Monroe, Mary Lou Hole, Janet Watson, Paul Robillard, Elizabeth Hill, Kelso Silva, Enrico Mascaro, Deborah Booker, Amy Seith, Robert Bloom, Annalie Stone, Benjamin Horowitz, Bradley Dichter, Mateo Goldman, Dan Ruggiero, Toby Weiner, Dahlia Harrell, Esya Rushovskaya, Amy Fasper-Kurtz, Eileen Arnone, Charles Atkins, Marilyn Breyer, Jean Sands, Roseanne Cohen, Doug Cohen, Tom Fiorino, Michelle Heller, Barry Levine, Margaret G., Jamie Cook, Carolyn Kaufman, Carolyn Weil. If there are other names you'd like to share aloud with us, do so.
Marcy Goldsmith.
Source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, bless those in need of healing with refuah shelema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
Last week, I had the privilege and honor to officiate at a Brit Milah, a circumcision and baby naming, in one of our Temple family's homes, new members. And, well, the Moyle did the cutting. I did the blessing and naming. But what was remarkable about this is it occurred to me that, and I think Micah is with me on this, we had not been present for Brit Milah since about 2019 in the fall because, of course, with COVID, this is one of the Jewish rituals that really could not be held in the home. All the parents I knew who had baby boys ended up circumcising in the hospital as that was required. Mohalim were not visiting homes, rabbis were not visiting homes. So it was really a simcha, a joyous event. And of course it got me thinking about the meaning of brit, or covenant. In some ways it's interesting because we were able to officiate at quite a few Brit Bat, covenant of daughter ceremonies, which can kind of be held anywhere, and of course namings for both boys and girls. But in this week's Torah portion, we are reminded of the essence and the importance of Brit, of covenant. In Genesis 15, we are instructed on that day the Eternal made a Brit, made a covenant with Avram. And this covenant, the Torah goes on to say, is established between Avram and Sarah and Sarai for all generations to come. I didn't have enough time to count, so I'll give you all an assignment. If you look in Parashat Lech Lecha, see if you can count how many times that word Brit appears, or covenant. It appears many, many times. There are many reminders. I'll just share with you very briefly 3 definitions or 3 understandings that kind of entered my mind when I think about Brit. So number 1, that it requires you as the individual, your own person, to be part of the covenant or the promise. The opening commandment in this Torah portion to Avram is Lech Lecha, go forth, or literally to go into yourself. And so the first part of the Brit is God addressing the patriarch, God addressing Avram in the first person directly, and then it is up to Avram to listen to the call, to heed the call, and choose to become part of the commandment or the covenant. So number 1, that it's about ourselves. Number 2, the Brit is not all about ourselves, not all about you. It is really about the covenantal responsibility. And you'll see if you follow through Lech Lecha that the covenant grows. It goes from, again, Avram to Sarai to their descendants to all future generations and descendants, including, God says, that they will become a great multitude, as many as the grains of sand in the sea and dust in the earth. So this covenant expands, it grows, it is Jewish people, it is multitudes of people, and being part of this covenant is a reminder of our covenantal, our moral responsibility to others. And finally, number 3, I think Brit is also about faith and hope and growth. The Brit did not just happen once, over and over in the Torah. We are reminded that the Brit evolves. Again, from our example today, we've grown to include girls and women in the covenant. And if you think back to that first moment, my guess is Avram was probably filled with some doubt and tension in that first moment to leave his home, to go to a new place, to form this relationship with God. And as the Brit evolves, again, we as their descendants are commanded to form our own relationship with God. It's not the same relationship that Avram had, but in that moment, while Avram may not have really known God, he took that step forward to start a relationship, to form a connection. And so Brit is also a reminder that it is incumbent upon us and all future generations to continue to shape the definition and meaning. So that's my challenge for you, because those were 3, so you can come up with some others and let me know. So in honor of this reminder of Brit and Parashat Lech Lecha, we're going to add one more song for this evening. You can find the words on page 380. 341. 341 in the back of your book. Words from the Torah made familiar and known by the composer, Jewish singer, songwriter Debbie Friedman.
Show you, Lech Lecha, to a place you do not know. Lech love, on your journey I will bless you. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing, and I shall make your name great. Lech Lecha, and all shall praise your name. To the place that I will show you. L'simchat chaim, l'simchat chaim, l'simchat chaim, l'achila.
You shall be
A blessing. You shall be a blessing. You shall be a blessing. L'achila.
Shabbat Shalom. Just a few brief announcements. What's that? Before we get to some announcements, we're going to announce our October birthdays with a blessing. Do we have any October birthdays? Jeff, come on up. Jeff, when's your birthday? The 29th, a fellow Scorpio. Only I'm in November. Oh, but I'm the 13th. We'll look at that. Matt, when's your birthday?
30th.
All right.
She's the 28th.
You can bring that.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good. You can bring that blessing home. You stand to celebrate the anniversary of your birth in the fall as the weather is changing and the leaves are changing, and reminds us that nothing stays in the same place in life, but hopefully as times and season changes, it's filled with color, it's filled with a sense of freshness and hope for more springs and rebirths ahead. So our blessing for you is that the year ahead is full of color and goodness and maybe a little crispness that puts a spring in your step, whether you're walking, especially if you're running, Jeff. And we just wish you all of the goodness of health and life that the year ahead will offer. And so please join me as we make a Shechianu with Matt and Jeff, those at home who are watching online who have an October birthday. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kiyamanu v'higyanu lazman hazeh. Mazel tov. Mark, we'll stand up here next month. Yeah, for November.
All right. Well, hopefully it's all okay around us. You are welcome to join tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with our lay-led minyan. It is Zoom only, correct? Yes. Some of us will be here for our 6th and 7th grade B'nai Mitzvah retreat and parents, so we're looking forward to that tomorrow. And yes, it is a very full weekend. Shorashim Sunday morning, and the Interfaith Walk for Hunger starting at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. All our ways outdoors, all are welcome to walk or to donate. Yes, Mark?
Also Rabbi Zoo's class.
Oh, that's, oh my
Starts
goodness.
on Sunday,
Thank you.
Zoom, and it's on prayer.
Yes, Rabbi Zoo. I'm just saying this so the live stream folks can hear Rabbi Zoo's class on Meeting of Prayer, which is on Zoom, and you can find the link in your weekly shofar
And one of the
email.
texts he's using is I Am My Prayer by Rabbi Paul Citron. I can get you a discount, and if you read nothing else, the forward is really good.
Gosh, so much going on. We're also bringing back our Sunday Sandwich Chevra SSH this Sunday morning, making lunches for Father Bill's and Main Street Homeless Shelter, and yeah, lots going on. So read your email, and you're welcome to join us. We're going to move into our concluding prayers. Aleinu l'Shabeach. It's on page 282. We rise if you're able.
Aleinu l'Shabeach ladon hakol. Lateiku lan yotzer breshit, shelo asanu kigoye ha'aratzot,
ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו
Memory is a holy thing, and so as we conclude our service, we root ourselves in memory as we think about loved ones who died in recent days and those whose yahrzeit occur this Shabbat. We're especially remembering Joseph Beeson, Joe, stepfather of Rabbi Karen, grandfather of Itai and Yonah, and James Richard Feibelman, father of Jane Feibelman. It's the yahrzeit in this Shabbat of Evelyn Kaplan, Celia Rosenberg, Saul Rutstein, Diane Scarfo, David Schreiber, Herman Red Schillen, Sarah Shore, Stephen Solomon, Benjamin Wax, Sarah Rosenberg, and Anna Starnfield. If you're remembering someone this Shabbat or saying Kaddish, I invite you to share your loved one's name.
Leah Basha, Bakim Kusko, Zachariah. Brian Goldner, Larry Cranston.
Zichronam livracha, may their memories be for a blessing, and we recite Morris Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, be'almad yivrach yirutei v'yaliv malchutei, v'chayechon v'yomechon u'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agalav v'zman kariv v'imru amen. Yehei shmei Rabbah v'varach le'alam u'lamei al-maya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yithadar v'yitale v'yitalal shmei kudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchatcha v'shiratcha, tushbechatcha v'nechemata, damiran ve'alma v'yimru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim aleinu ve'al Yisrael, v'yimru amen. Oseh shalom b'romav, Hu Yaseh Shalom, Aleinu ve'al Yisrael, v'yimru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort all who are bereaved among us. Say amen.
And we're just going to end with those last words, and no bar mitzvahs for this weekend, so we're not sharing food, so we'll let everyone say Kiddush and Motzi on your own at home, but we'll end together as we ask God, who makes peace above, to bring peace here amongst all of us.
Oh, say shalom Roma. Oh, yeah, say shalom Aleinu. Ve'al Yisrael. Ve'yivru, Amen. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom. Shalom Aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael.
Shabbat Shalom. And if anyone is interested in being trained by Tim on our live stream, we could use some extra helping hands. Tim would be the first to say he loves coming to services every week. But we could use a few other people. So if you're interested, talk to Tim. He can train you and help us out. Shabbat Shalom, everyone.
I wouldn't rely on it.
He says it's not that